Hi, Stitchers.
Hi.
Welcome to the Pattern Queens episode 42. I'm Laura.
I'm Keisha, and I'm back.
Woohoo! So this is a channel about cross stitch.
And friendship, and rambles, and lots of shenanigans. And boy, have I waited a month to say that to you guys again.
It's so good to have you back on the other side of the camera.
Right, and for those of you who are just tuning in for the first time, welcome. I have been off of our channel for about a month now because I had a baby. So this is the end of my maternity leave, though I could be gone sporadically because he's a little demanding thing.
And Katie is thrilled that you're back because that means that she doesn't have to stitch on a regular basis.
But you guys were in really good hands while I was gone with Katie. All the stash, all the mother-daughter shenanigans. My goodness.
I think there's still a few more to come because she's going to film a couple of extra episodes, special episodes with me just to finish up my stash stuff.
Oh, awesome.
Which has been craziness. Hey, and that's like a good lead in. So these are last week's things.
Nice.
So I am going to use the random comment generator. The only one that I don't have here is Hocus Pocus. That's what we'll draw for first.
Okay.
Because Katie has that in her stuff and we just need to get it out. So I'm going to put this in. That's fine. And we're going to get the comments. Ooh, okay. And then I need to click. Where's my start? There it is. So it's throwing it around here. Oh, Connie P.
Woohoo!
And Connie's comment was, great video, girls. Love all your stash. But what the dickens? I've never watched Hocus Pocus. And yes, I'm a stitcher. So Connie P will get that one. I'm going to write that on here. And then we'll go on to the next one. There are 6 of these, Keisha. I don't know if you saw last week, but I was prolific.
Nice. Oh, and Connie P, check out Hocus Pocus. It's pretty good.
Yeah. So the next one I'm going to do is ribbon. It's this ribbon embroidery kit. And it has all this stuff in here. And we talked about that you don't necessarily have to make barrettes from that. Because that would be a different thing, right?
Right, but if you want ribbon embroidered barrettes, you go for it.
But it's, I mean, the size that they are, they would make beautiful little pin cushions or whatever, you know. Okay, and on this one, come on, woohoo. Miss Chloe in Australia. And she says, lovely to see you again today. The rabbit is such a cute little honey bunny. The drummer is also really sweet. And I like the idea of making things with ribbons, but I have never stitched with them, even though I am a stitcher. So she got all of those words in there. Okay, so let me put Chloe's name on here. Ooh, congratulations, Connie and Chloe. And Chloe, you know, if I'm sending you a package, we may just have to cook up something extra to go in there.
And I can't wait to see what you do with ribbons. I've never stitched with ribbons either.
I have done some ribbon embroidery, and I really like it. It's different. Hopefully this kit, that's a Bucilla kit. It should have some pretty good instructions in it. So my next one is the leftovers from this itty bitty kit.
Oh, cute.
That we did ages ago, and it has the leftover floss in it. It's just a cute little one. It was 88 cents at Walmart. And on this one, you said drummer. So let me get that in, and we'll let it go. Okay. This one only had 2. And so I'm going to let this go this week. This is Miss Chloe also.
Oh, wow.
So I'm going to stick 2 little things in her package.
Double good luck.
Yeah. And then the next one I have is Rabbit Patch.
Ooh.
And this one they needed to say something about rabbit. I think there were quite a few on this one. We'll see.
Yeah, this is a good one.
Okay, so here we go on this. Deanna Ellett. And she said she's getting all the words in too. Hocus Pocus is one of my favorite movies. Dickens, rabbit. So many great charts and beautiful stitching. Thanks for sharing and happy stitching. So Deanna, congratulations.
Congrats. Ooh, man, that is a good bunny chart too.
Deanna Ellett. Okay, write that down. Then I Am a Stitcher from Cherrywood Studios, which I got really excited and bought it, even though my friend Lisa Pearl had already given it to me. So that means that one of our lovely viewers gets to benefit from this, and that's kind of fun.
Yeah, that means you really like it if you got it from someone and bought it yourself.
Yes. Well, I saw it on their wall at the shop in Branson, Cecilia's Samplers,
Yeah.
and they had done it like all in pinks, and it was so pretty. Okay, the winner on this one is Sherry Eccles.
Oh, nice. Congratulations.
That was really fun. She said, I just found your channel, really enjoying it. Cannot wait to go and watch some more. The stocking was beautiful. Would love to stitch Hocus Pocus. She has Hocus Locus. We had a couple people who had Hocus Locus. Honey, Drummer, Stitcher, Dickens. Awesome. So she liked everything that was in there.
Yeah,
Sherry
that autocorrect will get you every time.
Oh, yeah. And you know what's sad is that because I'm doing it this way, then those people didn't get entered.
Yeah. Ugh.
But that's okay because she won the other one.
Yeah.
Okay, and my last one today, you should recognize this.
Yes.
This is my What the Dickens from Cross-Eyed Cricket.
Yes, this is such a good
you were supposed, you what?
It's such a good one.
I like it. Thank you. This one they were supposed to say Dickens, which made for some fun comments in here. I just found the pictures on that too, where I took the picture sideways so you could see all the beads on it. It was really cool. Okay, yes, this one I think had the most. Oh, cool. This one had the most comments. Welshie65 Clement.
Oh, congratulations.
Yes, congratulations. She is a regular viewer and commenter. So, like I recognize most of these names now. You may not know, I think I mentioned it to you. A lot of our new viewers are because of the Frogwarts retreat.
Oh, well, nice. Hello, everyone who is at the Frogwarts retreat. I was there too, but I gave birth to a baby whenever the closing ceremony started.
You had the ultimate finish, right?
Yes. My so the Frogwarts retreat went through July 14th, and you started the live for the closing ceremony around 6 o'clock. And my baby, his name's James, was born at exactly 6 o'clock on July 14th. So.
The fun thing was that during that that finale, that last video, people kept saying, "Is there any word?" And we're like, "No."
I was a little busy.
It was so fun though, because we're like, know, and I don't know if we would tell you right away before they got a chance to say things anyway. So that was fun. But we did go back and post and let them know that, yes, you had had the baby and everybody was safe.
Great. Ah,
So,
yeah, so I missed the closing ceremonies.
oh, is that,
Oh, yes, I was going to show it during stash time.
oh,
But this is the mug that James got me for my birthday, but it was in the birthday present that Laura and Katie brought me.
James is a very thoughtful boy.
Yes, yes, very much so.
He just contacted us and said, my mom,
Right.
she just needs it.
Yes.
Okay, so cross stitch.
All right.
You want to show a finish?
I will show a finish. So this is kind of part of my stash too. So it's become a running joke that Laura and Katie can't come and visit the baby unless they bring me cross stitch offerings. They've come to visit a few times, and every time they bring me a little something, which has been really nice. One of the things that they brought me was this little Mill Hill kit. It's called Rain Dog, and I love Mill Hill kits. And this has been the perfect thing to like kind of stitch on whenever James is asleep next to me on the couch whenever I put him down. And so I finished the actual stitching. I haven't done the assembly yet, but here it is.
Cute.
And so this over here, these are his antlers. So you can see here. So I'll cut those out and attach those behind his head. And then there's a little charm here that I'll attach whenever I actually FFO it. But yeah, there's the stitching. It was a lot of fun. It was a quick one.
And it was probably good to see some immediate progress, right?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. So this was a lot of fun.
I'm glad you liked it. I always know when I'm looking at things for you that if I think it will make you laugh, it's probably a good one.
Yes, yes. And that was a Mill Hill, and it was a dog. So it was perfect.
We did not get a cat. We got the dog. Yeah. I had a small finish on my A Year at Huckran Hollow.
Yes,
So
I saw this.
We'll see this now instead of during my whips. And this is in my Judy bag. Judy's project bags and more. There's what the inside looks like. And look at the pretty button. I know I do this every week. I love this bag, and it really makes me think of Huckran Hollow. So, I have been, I think I hit that funny. I have been working very hard to finish up my April block. And yes, I am way behind. I'm sure Keisha's having some struggles with hers too.
It's okay. You're further along than I am.
So there is my April block.
That looks so good.
Thank you. I was really happy to get it done. And the last thing I did, I really did save the bunnies in the grass down here to finish up. But it was fun to stitch. And that means that right now, I'll hold it up back here some so you can see. I have the first 4 blocks done.
Nice.
And I have part of May, and I have a little start on June. I actually don't think June is going to be so bad. And May, I've done the heavy stitching.
Right.
In the bottom there. So I have to fill in the flowers. And then I have to do, I have to put in the words bring. I guess May's already in here. It says May flowers because April says April showers. And I'll get the word in there and have that done too.
Yes.
So in the next couple of weeks, I will hopefully finish May. And I say couple of weeks because I start back to school on Monday.
Wow.
Now, we don't have kids until September 8th, and the Kansas City mayor has just extended the, what I want to say.
The mask order?
Yes, the state of emergency mask order. So we, I'm wondering what it'll do to school and if it will make us move to um, totally digital or what. But,
Right.
you know. Okay, how about stash?
All right. Well, as I said, I've been getting a lot of random little bits of stash. So you already saw the rain dog. And then I got the the Just Cross Stitch Halloween issue. So I'm really excited about this. I've actually already started stitching something in here. And so I'll show that to you whenever I get to my whips. But here's another thing that I'm definitely going to stitch. And this is from the Frosted Pumpkin. And it is so cute. And I actually have a piece of, it's called a Candy a Day. And I actually have a piece of fabric that's about that color. So I just need to gather the supplies so that I can stitch this.
Katie wants to stitch that one too, so maybe you can get her to Sal with you.
Right. Let's Sal, Katie. So I got that. And then I got this JBW Designs. It's baby's
go up a little bit. There you go.
And it has 3 different ornaments here. So I like this. Oh, I like them all. I like this little stocking though, and the little horse is cute. And let's see if I can show you this without showing you. It came with, I don't know how well you can see them, but it came with the little charms.
There you go. That's good.
So they're stapled inside of the pattern, but then you would be able to see the pattern. So, so I'm really excited about working on this. I just have to figure out which one I'm definitely going to do and get the supplies for that. And then look at these little sheep pins. They're so cute. And all of these came from Laura and Katie.
Those got lost in my stash bags. And it wasn't until I completely cleaned them out that I'm like, look, here they are.
So I need to put these, I have a couple of different pin cushions that I got at my baby shower, and those are all displayed up in the nursery now. I'll have to take pictures and show you guys my stitching that's in the nursery, but I'll have to put those pins in some of those pin cushions.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, so I think that's all the stash I have.
Okay, I actually stayed home a lot this week, but I got a notice that this was in and I had to go get it. So from With Thy Needle and Thread, I have my Coming to America kit.
Oh, wow.
And it comes in this nice box, which takes me just a minute to get into it. And it is really cute. And if I can make this all work, I'll show you. I mean, I kind of hate to show everything in it because I know there are people who haven't gotten theirs yet. So, but this you've seen. This cool pattern. I'm really excited about it. And I was going to do some reading on this and figure out, how it all is working, but I didn't do that. And it came with a ring to put all my floss on. And, this is a spoiler. If you don't want to see this, skip ahead a few minutes. I got this cute needle minder.
Cute.
And I have a little 3-inch square. And I was trying to get, oh, yes, this is really sweet. I got a 3-inch square in here. Why don't I just take them both out? Because that would make sense, right?
Oh, turn it around. Yeah, there you go.
There's my square. But also, I have this cute little sticker.
Oh, wow.
Go on when I'm finished. There is a little card in here that tells all about what's going on, and I just need to read through it. I'm not going to show this. I'll let somebody else show. There's a little something extra in there. Plus, we got an extra pattern. And these are all of my flosses.
Oh, wow.
For the piece. So I'll have to bag those and get them on my ring, and maybe figure out some charms and things that I could put on there to
Right.
make that just a cute little thread drop, right?
Right. Oh, that's going to be so much fun.
I'm really excited about it. And I need to look and see what she says, because I know they said somewhere um, when we were supposed to start this. This is for the other one, so I don't think I'm going to have it there. And it's probably inside the pattern, so I'm not going to come up with it like right away here.
Right.
But all in this cute little box. I was
Wow.
really excited to pick it up.
Yeah.
And it's just beautiful. It's very weathered looking.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the whole thing is just sweet. Okay, so I could go on and on and on about that, but I'll stop. Okay, Keisha, do you have any whips?
I do. It's very limited. First, let me tell you a story. So, my mom came to stay with us whenever the baby was being born. And she actually came a couple of days early, so she was there whenever I went into the hospital, and she was at the house while we were at the hospital because I was only allowed to take one person with me, so that was my husband, and no one was allowed to visit. So my mom came and basically just sat at the house and worried and brought us donuts occasionally to the hospital. Um, but one thing my mom decided to do while we were gone is she decided to rearrange our living room, which is nice. Now it feels like we have a whole lot more space than we did because we needed to make room for things like a baby swing and a place to put him and all that other kind of stuff. So she cleaned, and I had most of my cross-stitch stuff in our living room, including the whips that I was currently working on, and I kind of had them spread out so the floss wasn't really with the pattern, and because I knew exactly where everything was. Well, my mom put it all in a big box, and it's like a really big box because a lot of stash. And so not all of the floss is with the fabric is with the pattern in this big box. And I've had a baby to take care of, so I haven't really had a whole lot of time to go through the box. So things like my Hawk Run Hollow and my Hade and a bunch of other stuff, I haven't really been able to piece together to work on it. So I kind of have been limited to what I took to the hospital with me and what new stash I got.
Wow.
Which is fine. I don't have a whole lot of time to stitch anyway, and the time that I do have to stitch, I'd really just rather be looking at my baby. So, but anyway, I have a new start. I told you that I got the Just Cross Stitch Halloween issue, and I was able to find a little bit of my fabric stash, and I'm never too far from a skein of 310. So I'm going to cover it up because the bottom part. Okay, so you can see I'm working on this little ornament here. And this is October 31st by Rona Nori. And it's just a really simple thing. And like I said, it's one floss color. And so I was able to find a scrap of this is, I believe it's 28 count Heartland from Picture This Plus.
It's bigger than I thought it would be.
Yeah, it's really big. It's, oh, well, I've lost my page now. Let's see. It is 5 by 5, so it's, well, on 28 count, so it's 70 by 70.
Okay.
So it'll be like a pretty good size little pin cushion or.
It'll be great. I thought it was going to be more like a little bitty ornament.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. And then I started
purpose.
stitching these lines of 70, and I was like, oh no, it's not. It's
it's like stitching those 92s around the Hawk Run Hollow, right?
Right. So anyway, this is where I've gotten on that. So I thought that this would stitch up faster than it has, but again, I've been spending a lot of time just looking at my baby, so.
Well, it's looking good.
Thanks. And then, well, I'll show you this just because it will make you happy. So I took a few of my Mill Hills to the hospital with me because I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna have time to stitch. I stitched a little bit, but not really. This is my sleeve that I took. It's a Love You More sleeve. I forget the name of it, but
Kawabarka? Is that what we did, Kate? Kawabarka? I don't know.
but I had a couple of sleeves that didn't have anything in them, and I asked my husband, I was like, which one more says I'm going to go have a baby? And he's like, neither of those. But
I actually think it's Howlabunga because it would be the dog thing.
Right. But this one made me laugh, and so I took it with me.
You needed to be laughing, right?
Right. And so this is what I worked on when I was at the hospital, but I also worked on it a little bit later. This is Moonstruck from Mill Hill. And I've been working on this for a little bit. I was working on it before I went to go have the baby. But here's where I am on it now.
Wow. And all the stitching is done, right?
All of the stitching and back stitching is done, and I've started adding beads. So you can kind of see those beads in there. So I have, I need to bead around the tree and the house, and then around the moon. So I have quite a few beads to put in there, but it's kind of hard to bead right now because I don't have a very comfortable setup for doing that. But yeah, I'm really excited about this. I've got a lot further than I thought I would.
Do you have a tacky bob?
I don't. My setup has been take some of the beads out, put it on top of the sleeve very carefully.
Oh.
There. So no, I need to get a tacky bob. I used to have.
Do you have a Judy tray?
Oh, I do have a Judy tray.
That would work.
Yeah. I have some beading mats that I just bought at a craft store and that hold the beads really well, and they're just like in the jewelry section. But I don't know where those are right now. But it's okay.
We love Mom.
Right. Oh, well, I mean, I love that my house was clean and rearranged. Yes. Got back. It's okay. That'll just let me dive into my stash a little bit.
It's fun. Let me tell you, it's fun.
But those are all the whips that I have. Like I said, not a whole lot of stitching time, but you know.
Well, that's good. I'm surprised that you had anything to show. So, okay, so I showed you Huck Run Hollow. Last week I was finishing up my time on Our House.
Ooh.
Like this. From The Good Housewife.
I love this one.
Oh, thank you. Let me tell you, it was terrible to have to make myself put this down. Because I really, really, really have been enjoying this. And I got a lot done.
Oh, wow.
So, and I think that I did more after I showed you guys last week. Maybe not, but I like it so much I had to show you anyway. So I know that I'm all ready to start stitching again when it comes up. But for now, it will go back in my 10 and 20. So if I finish up a couple of the other ones, then I'll have more of a chance for this to come up. That would be good, right? And then the 10 and 20 that I was working on this week, sorry, I am like sardine packed in here in Katie's little space. The other 10 and 20 that I had to work on this week was Dance of the Tulips by Glendon Place. Okay, I'm just going to pull this. It came with the little photo. And it is such a pretty piece. And I had said, oh, I think maybe I could finish this week. There's way more stitching left to do than I remembered. But I got quite a bit done.
Wow.
So I just showed you this, and maybe I will have had Katie insert a picture so that you get to see where it was. But I know I finished up things on this side. up here in the top quadrant. And then I have started working on these little bitty, let me put my finger there and then I'll be able to tell. These little bitty flowers in here.
Oh, yeah.
Hard to see,
Right.
but they're going to get a little bit of, they're going to get geranium, which is this bright pink,
Oh, okay.
lines on them. That'll help, and some beads.
Nice.
So, but again, this one has to go away now. So it will go away.
Liking your whips is such a hard problem to have.
Yes, yes. And it'll go back in my 10 and 20. The other one that I spun just from my whips is Blue Moon Angel, and I did not work on it. So I really got to a point. Oh, the strap is like biting me down here. I really got to a point on Hakran Hollow where I could tell I was so close to a finish.
Right.
And I just couldn't stop because of that. So I did pull it out, and it's in my little bag here. So I can show you guys what it looks like now, which I think is nothing. And it is this one from Lavender and Lace.
Mm-hmm.
I love that one.
Yeah.
And then I found this fabric in my stash from Silkweaver, and it's really good fabric. I think it's kind of cool. And I have more done than I thought I did. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. So I have the start on there anyway.
Mm-hmm.
That's really more than I thought I had done. That kind of makes me happy. So I will keep it for this week to be one of my whips, but you got to see the before. Oh, and it looks like I even have a little extra of that.
Ooh, nice.
This one was a solo. It's 32 count from Silkweaver.
Wow.
So I could do something really cool. I mean, it's this long.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Fun.
Definitely.
And then yesterday was World Cross Stitch Day.
Yes.
So I decided that since I had a finish on that block, that meant that I should have a start also.
I mean, that's a 92 by 92 finish. You can treat yourself.
Oh, and I don't even know what this one is. It's a little bit bigger because it's 115 by 115.
Mm-hmm.
So roughly the same size. And what I started is Aspen Mandala from Ink Circles.
Oh, that's pretty.
Now, look, this one I will do later, but isn't that cute?
Definitely.
I hadn't even looked at it because I was so in love with this one.
That's so. I haven't seen this one before. That's so pretty.
I got this at Cecilia's and I just loved it. But how sweet is that?
Yeah, that's cute. I'd want to see that too.
And Tracy Horner, this is all. I'm doing this one on 36 count pimento linen from the Cauldron. I have to get this out the right way. From the Cauldron, which is Dames of the Needle. And it's all called for floss, which is, I believe it's all sampler threads. Yes. Big tags, sampler threads. And I found all but one. And I have here's my tip. I put a clip because this thing is in the round.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I got done last night.
Oh, wow.
So I'm feeling pretty good about that. And I will probably work a little more. That's 4 colors.
Wow.
I will work a little more on that. I have hit the bottom of the center on this.
Mm-hmm.
That's better, huh?
Yeah.
So I've hit the bottom of the center circle with this cherry bark. and it will go all the way around, and then I will fill in with some greens.
Oh, okay.
So they did theirs on blue fabric, and it's very pretty. And I don't know, I was just feeling the green fabric, and I had just picked this up at the same time. So
Yeah.
that was it. And
Good.
this one I have in my, it looks like, oh, I did put one on it. I have this in my astronomy tower sleeve.
Ooh, nice.
I love this fabric. It's a huge, huge print, so it's a little different all the way around. And inside we put these.
Ooh,
And they come in all of the colors that are on the outside.
that's a pretty fabric. I like that inside.
Yeah, fell in love with this one. I think we actually bought it a second time because it was so popular. So, okay, so those are my whips and the new start for this week.
Nice.
How would you feel about some giveaways?
Ooh, giveaways sound great.
Okay, you choose a number between 1 and 4.
3.
Okay, we will give away 3 charts.
Sorry, everyone. If I'd known that was what it was for, I would have picked 4.
Look at this.
Oh, wow.
This is what I have so far after going through my stash.
Wow.
And I'm just going to reach in, and you know what? Maybe I'll even put it down here on the floor by me and bend and just pull, because that'll really be random, right? Okay. Oh, this one's so cute. Okay, this is Heavenly Pillow from it says Cross Stitch Lights. Oh, the end of the year got scraped off on that. This is from Leisure Arts.
Oh, wow, that's cute.
So since it says it there on the front, if you would like to have a chance at this one, how about you say Noel?
Nice.
And I'll put that one on here. And then I've been really trying hard to stay organized. Oh, and we got everything but I think like 2 charts out this last week.
Nice.
Okay, so that was a big one. I wonder if I can find a little one. Oh, I like this one too. Okay, this one is Christmas of Old from the Friends of Threads of Gold. And it says joy.
Cute.
And so that's what we will have you say also is joy. I've pulled 2 Christmas things.
I know. It's a theme this week, I guess.
It's kind of the time to go get your Christmas stitching going, right?
Right. Well, I missed Christmas in July, so we're just going to do it in August. How's that?
Okay, I'm going to make sure that I don't pull another Christmas one. How about that? Oh my goodness. Okay. What is this? Oh, this is pretty. Okay. I'll end up putting, it's just in a baggie because it was separate pieces. This one is the Ribbons and Pearls sampler from Serendipity Designs.
Oh, that's really pretty.
And oh, it's a nice color chart. So you'll know what you're doing. And I wanted to make sure I had it. I have the stitch instruction page.
Oh, good.
And I mean, I think I have everything for this. I have the whole, all of the instructions that tell you what to do on every band. So I have everything with this, which is probably, I'm sure, why it was in this baggie. It doesn't even close in here, but it contained everything. So, right. And for that one, we said ribbons last week. How about we say sampler? Because it's a pretty little sampler.
Sounds good.
Ooh, that made me think of something too. Sampler. Okay, so those, did I just do 3?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so those are the 3 for this week. Last week we did 6. That gets to be kind of a long time. Right. So I thought we would just, we'll do fewer. 1 to 4 every week. next week, maybe you have to bring like a die and we'll
Oh, yeah.
you roll.
I can do that. We have a 4-sided die in this house, so I can do that.
Awesome. That will be fun, right? Since I have the massive bag. And guys, like, I'm going to have stuff for a long, long time. I
Yeah.
am considering maybe doing a D-stash for some things, just because it would help offset the cost of shipping.
Right.
And when you save up several weeks, then you spend like $30 in shipping all at once. Which is, I mean, it's okay, but yeah, I would kind of like to have just a little bit of, help with that, and it'll be good. It'll be
Mhm.
really good. So it's easy for us because since we have a home business, we have supplies here. We can print our own postage, slap the label on, and get it out. So it doesn't involve me going to the post office unless I want to.
Yeah.
And generally, I don't want to go to the post office.
Right.
Although now with the mask order, like in full force, that you have to wear them, I feel much better.
Mm, right.
So it is interesting though, because I will be at school and even without the kids, we are wearing our masks the entire time.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I know that and I'm not back at my work yet, but before I left, we had to our desks are more than 6 feet apart, so whenever you're sitting at your desk, you didn't have to wear a mask. But if you got up to do anything, you had to wear a mask. And it was funny, I went to I work at for a city, for the city government, not for Kansas City, but a smaller suburb. And I went in yesterday to take in some of the information that we needed for insurance. And the city that I work for has started giving out masks for free. And so I go in and I look at my desk, and my desk is just Mask Central, just covered with all of the masks that they've been giving out for free. So I was like, well, I'm glad you're able to make good use of my space while I was gone.
Um, then the email that I got from school said that we can't even have our masks off in our offices.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, I mean, it is like they said if you feel the need to take your mask off, you need to leave the building and just go for a little walk and then
Oh,
come back in. So,
right.
it'll be interesting. It's a whole new thing, and I've been off for 5 months, so of
Right.
course,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah. At least you get a couple weeks without the students to kind of try to adjust to that.
right. We will have a whole bunch of new people on our staff, and I'm not going to know what they look like except for this.
Right.
So, um, so that brings us up to plans. What kind of plans do you have?
Well, I didn't tell you whenever I was talking about my whips, but I'm working on a pad or a model. Obviously, I'm working on a pattern. I'm
Uh,
working on a model for the Black Needle Society. So I plan on working on that a little bit more. I might see about adding some more beads to Moonstruck, see if I can get closer to a finish on that. No promises, though. Like I said, my bead setup is less than ideal, and I have a baby to look at.
and
Um,
he's darn adorable.
right. So you might see a lot of the same things as you saw this week from me, unless I can go in and tackle some of my stash box and get some things together.
Okay, well, I am planning to spin here for my 10 and 20. There are only three things possible. One of them is a year at Hawk Run Hollow. I don't know that I will keep that one if it's what spins, because I'm giving it a lot of love anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And the other two are getting close, close, close. Oh, so this week is Black
Ooh,
Pearl.
you might finish that one.
I might. It's down here. Let me see. I know it's in one like this, so not that one, this one. So I keep Black Pearl in a mermaid sleeve, of
Mhm.
course. And Black Pearl is from the Primitive Hair. Mine is really beaten up. She came out a lot during last year when I did School of Magical Stitches. And she is very wrinkly. But this is what, okay, let me try it this way. This is what she looks like right now. And I don't know if you're really, okay, so that's where her face will go. This part down here is finished. So I have to get the word black at the top and then like fill in the rest of her face and hair and her arms. So she's not terribly, terribly far. It does have a border around also that I have to decide if I'm doing or not. They used, a really pretty piece of fabric, but I am using a crazy piece of fabric, which is Tempest, a Casual 28 from, it's a Colorscapes fabric from Picture This Plus. If you guys have never paid attention to your tags, yeah, it does say Colorscapes, and then right below it, it says Picture This Plus. I know that there are people who have been saying, oh, Colorscapes, I don't know whose fabric that is. That's whose it is. It's Marilyn's. So I'll do that one, and I am going to work on that Blue Moon Angel, probably a little more on the Aspen mandala, and Hakron Hollow, of course.
Right.
The thing that you made me think of was that September is Sampler September.
Oh.
I mean, August is arbitrary August, and I kind of do that because I spin every week. But September is Sampler September. I know you have one of those.
Oh, yeah.
Will you pull that back out? Do you know where it is?
I think that should all be together because I have that all in a sleeve and I hadn't worked on it for a while. So maybe we may see Abra here.
I have about decided that I am going to restart my Jane Marshall that I started during Mania. I'm feeling like my fabric is just too dark to let it show through.
Oh, gotcha.
And so I may restart that on probably like a white or whatever I can come up with really, really pale. Because I want that to show through, and I'm just feeling like it's getting lost.
Right.
It's 36 count, so I'm doing one strand, and I don't really want to switch to 2 strands and do that. So I may scrap that little piece of fabric because I don't know that I want a frog either. But I think I would probably end up making way more progress on that if I would restart it.
Yeah.
I also have a couple of samplers that are, well, I have some started, obviously. I could do samplers the whole month and have a great time. And really, from my 10 and 20, if I use the 2017 Mystery Stitch Along, that's a sampler. And if I worked a whole month on that, I would make major progress.
Oh, sure.
But also, like, I have Christmas Garden from Blackbird Designs, and I'm planning to go through and do a whip parade here in a few weeks when I get everything all together, like all of my whips. And then you all will I will have let the whole cat out of the bag by that point because you're seeing all of my stash. You will have seen everything. So
right.
People keep commenting and saying, oh my goodness, you have so much stash. Yes, I do. Hi, my name is Laura, and I am a stash addict.
Right. And for that whip parade, you're going to have to like order a pizza, like and get comfortable.
My whip parade may have to come in parts, just like the sad thing is that is my chart stash that you've been seeing. So I've only been showing things that are unstarted because when we really got going, I was just flinging my whips and saying, you'll see that later. You'll see that later. So yeah, my whips will be like massive. And probably I'll film that with Katie because with the two of us split into the two parts, I think it's harder to see things.
Right,
So,
right. Because you get like a full screen whenever it's, whenever you're doing it just on one computer, where we don't really know. It kind of cuts us in the middle. So it's
yes.
hard to make sure that we're showing everything.
And you just don't need to sit through looking at my whips. You can watch them while you have James with you.
Right. Yeah, no, I would have to like have James here. I'd have to feed him. I'd have to burp him. He'd cry.
But I do have a couple of samplers that I have really, really been wanting to start, and they're not huge. And so I think probably I will end up pulling those out in September, and I may do just a full-fledged sampler September.
That would be exciting.
So, and probably a lot of the projects that I have would fit in there anyway.
Hmm.
So, those are my plans.
Awesome.
That was enough rambles.
We promised them rambles up top, so.
Well, it was good to be back and filming with you.
This is so nice to be back and to be doing this. I really missed it.
So, thank you guys for watching and hanging out with us.
Right. Sorry if you're a new subscriber and you're like, what happened to Katie?
Katie's still here. She's behind the computer.
Yes. In her normal space.
Yes, she supervises every week, right?
Yes.
So, anyway, if you liked what you saw, please like and subscribe. If you give us a thumbs down on anything, tell us what that is, because I think a lot of times people hit thumbs down when it's something funny during the thing and they're like, no, don't do that, or, please don't stop, whatever. So
we
tell us
miss
what those are.
Katie. We miss Katie.
Yeah. Keisha's doing this. We miss Katie. I think we'll be happy to see you back.
Yes.
So.
Just bring James on and you'll bring him onto your side. Just
Oh, that's true.
stuff and, win him over.
So, with that, we probably have rambled long enough.
Yes.
And we'll just say bye.
Bye. Have a good week.